Hey butterflies, and welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel because it's always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continual support. Thank you to everyone who has patronized my tea and my candle company. Thank you. So we are here with an 808. Boom, like an 808. But this one is really big because we are walking into our Alliance Gate portal, okay, on 808, okay? Shout out to my good friend, my Dami Poo, whose birthday it is. Happy birthday, Poo Poo, because I know you're watching this. And so I have an angel number message for you. So I have a channel energy that came with it, but I also want to read, since this is such an important day, I want to read those number foundations for you from my angel number book. Thank you to everyone who has purchased my angel number book, whether you purchased the PDF copy from my website or the physical copy from Amazon. Okay, it can be available on there as well. Links and things are down below. But thank you. Look, this is like my angel number Bible, honey. Okay, coming to this for everything. It's a divine feminine guide to angel numbers. And so I do want to read to you the foundational numbers that are inside the 808. Okay, and so I'm going to be reading the 8 energy as well as the 0 energy. But we know 0 energy is like a wild card. It means anything can happen. Anything is possible. Okay, and so let's go on and we're going to read our 8 energy. We're going to start there because, like I said, 0 is considered a wild card. Okay, so it's more of like a placeholder and it takes on the energy around it. Okay, but it can also expand the energy around it. Okay, so it's around 8s, which is a very powerful energy. So 8 is a number that represents darkness, things that are hidden, manifestations, business, power, success, and realism. 8 energy can come off as very serious as it has a plan and a goal to reach. It can also signify leaving things behind in order to stay focused. This is why Saturn is the ruler of the number 8. Saturn is all about discipline, power, and being the authoritative figure in order to get things done. Every successful business or establishment needs some form of an 8 energy in order for its success to be maintained. Those born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th of the month carry a natural born 8 energy inside of them. The years of age that reduce to an 8 represent an 8 energy year of life. So for example, ages 8, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, 80, and 89, okay? And so we are about to dive into just this 808 energy in general. So I'm gonna now go to 808 inside of the book. Look, Spirit been telling me to record without my glasses on, y'all, and so you know I have a high stigmatism, so I'ma sometimes squint, honey, okay? So 808 is a message from your spirit guides that show up when you are manifesting unlimited knowledge, abundance, and energy. This is an integral part of your journey, so make sure you are taking advantage of all opportunities, okay? Because then the message that I wrote down for this one was, what are you passionate about? So this Lionsgate portal is definitely giving a strong energy of passionate, because 8, this is, you know, Lionsgate, Leo energy, okay, a crow roll flying past. Lionsgate energy, 8, Leo rules the 5th house, which is the house of passion and love, okay? And so this is giving an energy of putting more of your time and energy into things that you're passionate about and what you love, and building that versus focusing on building other energy that you're not really all that in alignment with, or that other energy that you're not really as connected to, but you feel like you have a responsibility to it. With this Lionsgate portal, most definitely is giving this energy of stop doing things just for the sake of security, just for the sake of other people are telling you that you need to do it or you need to do it this way. It's time to really get to the heart of what it is that you are serious about, what you are passionate about, okay? because that 8 also, the 8th zodiac sign is Scorpio, which was the death and transformation. Scorpio is a fixed energy, just like Leo energy is, okay? And that fixed energy can sometimes seem very stubborn, okay? It's hard to move it. It's hard to change it, okay? Some of you all may have been in a very malleable energy or changeable. So if you're taking in a lot of different energy and opinions from other people, how is that affecting you and how you think and how you process things, okay? And so it's very important at this time that you create a firm foundation of who you are, what you believe, what you want, what you care for. So then when you get other information and guiding information outside of that, it's just used as an accessory, but it's not used as a necessity. It's a difference between an accessory and a necessity. And so, all bare necessities. That was, what was that? Was it not Tarzan? What movie was that, y'all? Can y'all let me know down below? Bare necessities. But it's also giving minimalism living, okay? Getting rid of things that you don't really need. What do you have that's just clouding up everything of what you're doing and what you're thinking? All the stuff that's up here. What do you need to let go of so that you can be at the bare necessity of what you believe, what you're passionate about, okay? Because 8 is a very powerful number. 8 is about that leadership. 8 is about doing the things that other people are afraid to do. 8 is about pushing yourself into the direction that you say you want to go into. But in order for you to do that, baby, you got to listen to that Saturn energy. That's that discipline. And you can't have discipline if you're allowing all these other things to change you or mold you or control you in some way. So it's time to pick a side, pick a side. Ain't that a song? Pick a side, pick a side. Okay, baby, listen, certain things become to me, but I can't think of the name. So y'all got to let me know down in the comments. But it's just giving that energy in general. It's time for you to pick your side. It's time for you to pick what it is that you really want to do and go full force into that energy. Because like it said, no organization or situation is going to be is going to grow abundantly without some type of 8 energy. And that's that discipline. That's that, structure. That's that holding firm to your beliefs and what you see as being important, okay? So let's get into this message. Even though that was a nice amount of the message, but we got to get deeper into this passionate. And honestly, what gets in the way sometimes is fear. The fear of, well, what if I fail? But what if you succeed? Allow both fears to have equal balance, okay? If anything, have the fear of succeeding up here higher. A lot of people don't start. It's not because they're afraid of the truth. Like, what if I succeed? If I succeed, what is that going to mean for me in my life? What am I going to have to change? What am I going to have to do differently? And a lot of that comes because a lot of people are too aligned with certain energies and things, and they know that they have to change it in order to fully succeed. So what is it that you need to change and let go of in order for you to fully walk into this energy of passion and purpose and alignment? Now that I just saw the Ace of Water. All right, Spirit, what we got? Give me 3 cards. 3 cards. We're going to start with, we're going to do just the basic 3 card spread. But y'all know I don't read spreads in a particular. I'm a very intuitive type of energy. I'm not one of those, oh, we're going to do a cross. We're going to do, baby, we pulling cards and energy. Okay, we pulling cards and energy. That's just how it's going to be up over here. Okay. I'm an Aries with a lot of Pisces energy in me. Okay, so we going to do what we going to do. You hear me? Spirit, give me 3 cards to start this off. 1. I was thinking Sagittarius energy. That's crazy that came out too. I said 3 and 3. All right, so starting us off, we have the Temperance, then we have the 4 Scepters, and then we have the 9 of Scepters, okay? So this Temperance energy is getting a handle on your emotions and your feelings, getting a handle of your situations and what's going on around you, taking an inventory of the world around you, see what's going on, okay? Because this is a part of the Fool's journey. So as you can see in here, Ani is being weighed according to his judgments and the decisions that he's made in life, okay, during this Fool's journey. We're getting into the Fool's journey this week, into the Butterfly School of Transformation. Actually, we're starting to get into the tarot world in our classes now. If you're interested in joining my Butterfly School of Transformation, feel free to check out manifestoutloud.com. But anyway, so with this Maya and the Temperance energy, where she is weighing his heart against the feather, he's being judged before he can move on into the next level, which is 15, which is the Devil energy, which is basically being focused, disciplined. The Devil is Capricorn, which is ruled by, we got that Saturn energy, remember, that's 8 energy. So this is the prequel to getting to the aspect of what you need to get disciplined. So you may be at a space right now where a lot of your actions and your energies are being weighed energetically and spiritually around you, and you may not even realize it. Okay, but what I'm getting on here is that you are giving the pass to go. Okay, you are giving you're able to roll your dice to go, to get out of jail, okay, to collect your $200 is what it's giving. But also you see here how he's kneeling, so it's giving the sense of submitting to truth, submitting to reality, submitting to what it is that you really want and what it is that you desire and what you're working towards. Being honest with yourself. It's okay to say out loud, I want this. I am working towards this. You know how many people are afraid to say the things that they want and what they desire out of fear? We're letting that go, baby. We letting that go. You hear me? We're letting it go. We're burning it, okay? We're burning the capes that we had on where we felt like we had to show up for everybody else around us. You know, we can love people and love them from a distance. We don't have to always have a cape on for them. You get what I'm saying? Because most times the hero always takes the fall. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for others. So this energy with Maya, which is the Temperance, is you getting back to a firm foundation and fully understanding you, your journey, your process, what it is that you really want to do, but then also a balance, finding balance in self, finding balance in spirit, finding balance in your physical, finding balance in your mental. You got to first find that balance, because then we got the 4 scepters, okay? And with the 4 wands is all about building a foundation. And you can't build a foundation with a rocky mindset. You can't build a solid foundation with a bunch of cheap material. And only way we can increase this material's value or increase the building's value is by increasing our expectations, or not even, I don't want to say expectations, not expectations, but increasing our standards. A lot of people walk around with low standards and wonder why they keep getting the lowest of the lowest. How do you think of yourself? How do you think of the world around you? How do you think of success? How do you think of when you view other people according to yourself? Do you see other people as being higher than you? Do you see other people as having more than you? Cut that out. Because you only see what you see. Cut it out. Just because everybody have everything in the world don't mean that they're strong spiritually and mentally. Okay? And you want that balance, that Temperance energy, which builds a strong foundation. You want your success in these areas with a strong foundation as well. So you got to focus on those top 3, the spiritual, the mental, then the physical. Because the other 2 supersedes the physical. It helps the physical. If your mental is disoriented, it affects the output of the physical, what you do in the physical. Your thought process, your mental. How do you program your brain? Your brain's logarithms, your thought process. How do you function? Your psychological wiring. How do you view pain? How do you view hurt? It's psychological. I'm telling y'all. And that's one thing, like, listen, I don't even want to know. I ain't gonna share that publicly. But there are things that I succumb myself to that taught me that pain was more mental than it was physical. That I can't believe I got through. But I had to change my physical, my mental wiring, my psychological wiring. So now I know I can do anything. It makes me think of the song by Kristen Teague called I Can Do Anything. It has Kristen Teague, Tony Jones, and there's someone else in there, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Ain't nobody stopping me. All is perfect and complete. Ain't nobody stopping me. Okay? Because honestly, the only thing that can stop you is you. The only thing that can stop you is you. We are our worst enemy, believe it or not. And yes, it's going to be a lot of work, 9 of Scepters. Yes, it's going to be time when we want help on the way, but there's a lot of work that we have to do alone before help can come and help us. You can't get help at the first sign of difficulty, baby. You got to train your brain to get through it. If you always have someone there helping you to get out of it, you're going to always be depending on that. And the purpose is to let go of the dependence, to eventually work our way off of being dependent. Because when you are dependent on something, that something can then eventually have control over you. Don't believe me? Look at addicts, people who are addicted to things. It eventually takes over them. It has control over them until they psychologically choose to get off of it. And this comes from someone whose parent was addicted to drugs. It wasn't until they made the decision consciously, psychologically, to have a reason to get clean and get it together when they were able to do it. And not everyone is able to do that. Not everyone is able to get away from those things that they were once dependent on and that would have them on this hold. But you got to get to a place where you want it more for yourself than other people wanting it for you. And that song, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and period. You hear me? You know, a lot of people help me. You know, I used to be an algebra teacher. Before that, I was in special education. And, you know, a lot of my kids, because they were very much so, you know, I was teaching 9th grade, but a lot of them were on 3rd grade level, things of that nature. So I did a lot of productive struggle. I'm not going to just give you this answer at all. You got to do some productive struggling to get to that point. I want you to try to learn how to problem solve. That's one thing I always said. Algebra teaches people how to problem solve. It teaches you how to critically think. Oh, here come my birds. It teaches you how to critically think. It teaches you how to find solutions. That's that engineer's mindset, okay? And if you don't go through anything, how are you ever going to learn how to get through? So yeah, you may have your traumas and things that you've gone through in your life, right? Are you going to look at it and allow it to be something that you feel held you back, or can it be something to your advantage? So I see my trauma as being advantages. It taught me how to survive. It taught me how to survive with little. It taught me how to be, you know, I mean, that's why I'm such a caring, nurturing individual, because I've been a parent since I was a child. A lot of who I am today, my trauma turned me, you know, it helped me. That shadow energy helped me, and I see a lot of those things as being more of a strength. And you see this Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that's knowledge. So don't deny anything that you've gone through. All of that has helped you to get to where you are at now. So now you need to decide on what are you passionate about and what are you working towards. What do you want for you? Not what other people are telling you should want. Not what other people are telling you should think. Not what other people are telling you how you should feel. What do you want? That's what matters most at this time. What you want. So I want you to ask yourself that. And it's time to start working towards that and be disciplined. Every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. That's that trauma, baby, and you eventually grow out of it. So what dark night of the soul energy might you be going through now that is preparing you for the sun coming back out tomorrow? The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. You know what, me singing, it'd be so interesting to hear people say how much they love to hear me sing. So when I was younger and, you know, I was in the choir, I was never allowed to get any solos or anything. And I was told that I couldn't sing. I was told that I sing out my nose. And baby, and this was my own family. I used to want to sing when I was a child. Was told no. Wanted to write songs or be in the music. You know, my dad was deep into the music industry with his work. And he said no, he didn't want me in the industry. And I understand now why he said that, because of things that go on in the industry. But I feel like if you're protecting me, then I'll be fine, right? But I stopped singing for a long time. So eventually I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to just keep doing what I want to do. I want to sing. I'm going to sing. So I incorporated music into my work. Who is for you is for you. Who is for you is for you. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. But I love you all. And as always, always be real. Oh, wait. If you're with me, put an 8-ball down below. Not no drug 8-ball now, okay? Not that. But I'm talking about like the actual 8-ball, like a pool 8-ball. You know, the 8-ball is the last one you got to put into the, you got to hit in after you hit in all the other things. And that's, we're talking about discipline. You got to hit in all the other balls before you get to that 8-ball, okay? So leave me an 8-ball or fire. 8-ball or fire, okay? Or just an 8. You can do that too if you don't have emojis, okay? You can leave just an 8 down below. Whichever one works for you. But we claiming it, okay? And it's our season. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love y'all. And continue to bloom. Let me pour our libations real quick. See y'all later, my loves.